Charmaine says, my husband has, well, I'm trying to understand what he has. They explained to me that it's vascular, but I'm a little confused. So if they don't know what type of dementia your loved one has, they're going to say mixed dementia. And typically what we see is Alzheimer's disease and vascular disease. So vascular dementia comes about as a result of someone having strokes, having several mini strokes causing vascular lesions to the brain. But the doctor may see, and I'm hoping that it's a neurologist that your husband is seeing. The neurologist can see with the scans that it has been stroke activity, but there may be something in terms of baseline and or in terms of the cognitive test that they've done that makes them believe that it could also be Alzheimer's disease. And that's why they're saying that it's mixed dementia. And usually when we see mixed dementia, that is Alzheimer's and vascular. So I hope, Charmaine, that helps you. And I hope your husband and you are doing well. But make sure the neurologist is on the team, and make sure your husband's primary care doctor is privy to all the information, because the primary care doctor is the cornerstone to the comprehensive care that your husband and that your loved ones will need in terms of ensuring that their medical care is where it needs to be with dementia, because simply because they have dementia does not mean that they don't need to have good care. They still need to have good care. They still need to have quality care, holistic and comprehensive care. But that primary care doctor needs to be privy to all the information. If your loved one is taking over-the-counter medications, your primary care doctor needs to know about it, and actually needs to give you permission actually to take the over-the-counter medication. Just don't give them over-the-counter medication because you feel like they need to have it because you're not their doctor. Again, you want to be sure that the doctor is well aware of any medications that you're giving them, especially over the counter. They need to know. So be sure that you're connected to their electronic medical record. Many primary care practices have access to an electronic medical record, or EMR. That way you can go in there once you set it up with your loved one. If you're not their healthcare power of attorney, you're going to need permission, even with dementia. Yes, I'm actually going to have an attorney come on to talk with us about healthcare power of attorney, durable power of attorney, and those advanced care documents we need to have in place when we're caring for someone with dementia. She is phenomenal, so I can't wait to bring her to you all. But be sure that you are setting up the electronic medical record. You have the username and password with permission from the person. That way you can communicate with the doctor, the nurses, and you can communicate with that person's team. Ideally, you want their team, their specialist, and everybody to be a part of the same medical practice, so that way when you're communicating in that EMR, everybody can see it. But sometimes that's not possible. And so when you have someone that's not in that practice, you want to be able to print off their information and give it to that specialist without having to go through records. Now you got to go through records for everything. I remember I used to go into the nursing homes and have somebody just pull the person's record off of the computer. But now they're telling me I have to go through records. But if you're a part of that EMR, then you can print it out yourself. So just be sure that you are signed up. If you don't hear nothing else I say tonight, make sure you are signed up for your loved one's electronic medical record. That's going to save you a whole lot of time, a whole lot of effort, a whole lot of anguish, because you can actually communicate with their medical team seamlessly. And you will get a response back from the doctor way quicker electronically than you would via the telephone. It is the best thing since sliced bread. And I know that many of you have had the opportunity to set up the electronic medical record, but y'all didn't. I can say that because I was just like y'all, but do it. Just do it. Do it for yourself too. I'm telling you. Again, it's a subscriber only chat, but it's a member priority chat. If you are a member, you'll get priority in terms of your questions being on screen and answered.